Welcome back everybody to more Lord of the Rings Online. I am here in Stangard once again, continuing to help out some of the Rohirrim that inhabit this place. Kippen, I suppose you have accomplished more by yourself in just a short time than all the men of Stangard could do in a month. I cannot thank you enough. Let us talk further, for I believe Stanric has a desire to meet with you. You have certainly caught Stanric's attention with all of the good you have done, but unfortunately you have caught Sithric's as well. I believe Stanric wants to thank you personally away from the eyes and ears of Theoden King's envoy. Interesting music here.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Stanric wishes to speak with you in private, Kippen. He is inside of his house now. Go there. There is little time. Unfriendly eyes are all around us. Gotta point you to Stanric's house for a discussion away from unfriendly eyes and ears. I didn't see him point anywhere. Stanric's house. There you go. Cozy little space. Nice tapestry. That is pretty cool tapestry. Anyways.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
My men have been coming to thank me for various good deeds you have done for them, traveler. Please tell me how you were able to do so much for us, for I wish to continue this trend after you leave. You tell Stanric about the good you were able to do with little effort, free of restrictions of politics. I see. We have always been few in number here at Stangard. Things have been hard, but the men and beasts of this outpost have never starved. Sithric was sent by Theoden King to oversee Stangard. But since then, things have grown worse. He came to ensure that this distant outpost was to provide adequate protection at Rohan's edge, but he thwarts all that we would do to be effective. You have done more for us since your arrival, and Sithric has let us do in months. The men begin to hate me, but I cannot blame them. I do not stand up for them as I should. I have been too afraid of going against the wishes of the king. But I am not afraid anymore. I see what is right.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Come with me, Kippen. It is high time for change. Stanric seems determined to make a change. Well, good for him. Sithric has his eye on us already. He grows suspicious whenever anyone he deems dangerous to his cause leaves his sight for long. Come, let us deal with this now. What is the meaning of this, Stanric? What is this secret conference? There are no secrets, Sithric. I have no wish to avoid you. No, then why do you and Kippen not speak openly? Oh, worry not. I will be forthcoming now. Kippen has done much for our outpost with 2 hands only. Gone are the days when I feared my king so much that my men could starve at his bidding. Never again shall the edges of Rohan be allowed to grow feral, while we sit here with our hands bound. You will defy me, the envoy of Theoden King? Indeed I will, when your objections are nonsense. If my eyes see true, it is almost as if you strive to see Stangard fall into ruin, Sithric. How dare you imply why? The king will hear of this insolence. Sithric is enraged at Stanric's new defiance, but Stanric is determined to be strong.
Our mission is dire.
Sithric does not seem happy with my newfound zeal, eh? No matter, I endeavor to do all that you did and more to get Stangard back on its feet, Kippen. Sithric can go rot for all I care. You're welcome in Stangard anytime, but I will venture to say that your work here is done. Come, let us retire for now. Talking and thinking are more exhausting than a day's labor when such heavy topics are underway. Alright. Interesting turn of events here.
What brings you to these lands?
You inspired Stanric beyond anything I could have done, my friend. I think things will be different around here now. Sithric will no longer share in the leadership of Stanguard, and we will be able to fend for ourselves without interference again.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
There is another matter outside of Stanguard, which could use your attention, Kippen. Are you familiar with the Stone of Friendship, the Cuthstan? It is a large stone monument in the Wailing Hills to the west, dedicated to the alliance of the Men of Gondor and the Erlingus, and to the victor of the Battle of the Field of Celebrant. This memorial has fallen under some ruin, with unseen culprits removing a section of the statue. Men have been dispatched and have set up camp to watch for vandals in the event that they should return. Go there now and speak with Lambert, sergeant of the outpost. See what can be done to aid him in his task. Alright, so looks like we have a vector quest. But again, all these quest rings are popping up at all the buildings here, and I don't know. Not sure why that is. Bernstein's house, quite cozy. There's still a quest ring here. Doesn't look like it, so maybe the rings are just for the deed again to kind of go into every building in town here. I'm almost tempted to do that now, just so these quest rings go away. Because you know me, I'm a little OCD when it comes to this. If I see a quest ring, man, it bothers me if I can't do anything about it. That is okay, though. I think we are done here for now. I am going to head west. And I guess... I don't know if I can... Yeah, I guess I could head out through here, it looks like. If I go west through here. Yeah, but see, all these... I'm just gonna start going in some of these. Auction hall, very nice. Already been in there. Let's go in here. I've already been in the tavern before. It still has the quest ring, though. Alright, you know what? I'm just leaving. It's alright. If I missed a quest here, I'll find out about it when I plug it all into my completionist spreadsheet. So let me open up my quests here and make sure that everything is active. That needs to be active. Foul Maw. And the Wailing Hills. Alright, so everything should be up. It needs to be up. There we go, that big statue. Looks like that's where we're headed next. Should be interesting because we should be able to continue the epic storyline now as well. A lot of stuff going on down there. Here we are, another little camp and outpost. I don't see a stable. Let me see if I can turn in some tasks. I mean, I do have some things, but maybe I'll just start accepting all of these. And then whatever I have, that's fine. Maybe that's not very efficient. Punctured shields. Only 3 of those. Alright, maybe I'm not ready to do some of these tasks. I thought maybe I could just quickly get rid of some of them. But that's not the case. So... I'm just gonna cancel these for now. That was a waste. Alright. Anyways, let me talk to some people here. No further harm will befall Cuthstan.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Welcome to the Cuthstan, friend. I am Lambert, the sergeant of this camp. My men have been guarding the statue from further harm after we discovered that a band of mountain orcs appears to be responsible for the damage. You are welcome to stay and help us, as long as you do not put anyone in needless danger.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
How does one lead a company of soldiers when he cannot keep them armed? We have not enough arms to go around, yet still my requests to stand guard for new supplies are denied. I fear we must take this matter upon ourselves. My scouts report that many of the orcs in this region are carrying blades which would be suitable for our use. I would ask you to collect swords of the fallen orcs and return them to me here. Ensuring we are well equipped is of the utmost importance.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
I assure you that the wretched orcs responsible for damaging the Cuthstan pose no further threat. They seem wholly disorganized. We are simply here to protect the statue, and that is what we will do. Their intrusion onto our lands from their caves in the mountain, however, has become quite bothersome. I wager that if you were able to thin their numbers a bit, they would feel threatened enough to retreat back into their holes.
Our success depends upon our strength.
Welcome to our
aid
camp.
us?
I understand that Lambert has explained our situation to you. Dealing with these encroaching orcs is frightening. Many years has it been since they have wandered openly outside of their caves. During our last patrol, we encountered a small party of orcs waiting in ambush just southwest of the road. We managed to wound only a few of them and escape, but in the skirmish I dropped a small trinket. It may not be much worth in silver, but it has personal value and I miss it dearly. I have orders not to leave the camp. Would you be willing to search for it on my behalf? It would mean a great deal to me. What am I missing here? Looking for a horn. I don't really see him. Oh, there he is. Bit of lag here.
I am glad you have come.
I wanted to speak with you here, away from the prying eyes and listening ears of Standguard. There are friends in the village, but it is my worry that not all its men have the best interests of Rohan in their hearts. The garrison at Standguard consists of men who had no other place in Rohan, for those who commit crimes but otherwise remain loyal to the king. They perform a length of service determined by the king's order, and upon its completion, their past transgressions are forgiven. My story is no different, Kippen, but my heart burns for Rohan. I see it threatened on all sides, and worst of all, I fear the greatest danger comes not from without, but within. I have seen. Horn stops suddenly. Someone comes, quickly. Hide behind the stone over there, and see if it is a friend or foe. Oh, we got some prowling orcs. I guess I was hiding on the wrong side of it.
I am worried by the increased number of orcs that move alongside the river.
That was well done, Kippen. They have been coming down from their holes in the Misty Mountains in great numbers of late, but they are not the only danger we face. There are 2 shallow crossings across the Great River. 500 years ago, a tribe of Easterlings crossed into the northern Gondor by the northernmost of these undeeps. The steward of the land knew he did not have the men to repel them. He sent messengers into the north to seek for aid, but it seemed none could arrive in time to save Gondor. The sound of approaching feet once more seizes Horn's attention. We have another visitor, Kippen. Hide behind the other stone and see if it's another orc. This time I'll hide on the right side. It is indeed an orc. There we go.
You are quite an ally, my friend.
Where was I? Ah, yes, I remember now. The steward of Gondor sent an urgent plea to the northern peoples, but the Easterling tribe pressed across the river before any help arrived. But when all hope seemed lost, a new force arrived on the field of Celebrant, the ancestors of my people, led by Earl the Young. They destroyed the Easterlings, and in thanks the steward of Gondor gave them the land of Calandron to dwell in. That is now called Rohan. This statue was later erected as a sign of the friendship between the Erlingus and the men of Gondor, and my people have watched the crossing of the Great River ever since. Horn looks up at the statue and is quiet for a time. I think the sword your Dunlending friend carries was at that battle, Kippen. I cannot be sure, but I feel it to be so. Why has it come back? We should return to Stangard. The air grows chill, and we can talk more when we return. But remember what I have said.
I will meet you back at Stangard.
Alright, so it looks like I do have to go back to Stangard, but let's appreciate this massive monument here. I can't even get a good view of it because it's so big. It's much better to try and look at it from a distance. But it is really cool. That I will say. The men of Gondor and of Rohan. It seems like Rohan is always coming to Gondor's aid. Seems like the Rohirrim are always saving the day. Okay, so let me go do some of these quests. Looks like I've picked up everything I can for now. Looks like there's gonna be some orcs there, and maybe that's where I can defeat a lot of them. Here's a lost trinket. I'll just take it right from under this orc's nose. Do need to kill some orcs here. Let that one bleed out, no problem. Go ahead and kill all these. Looks like there is a imprisoned Rohirrim here. Let me do this, that way I can kill all these. What else do I need? A skirmisher, so let me kill this guy and that ought to do it. Very good. Let me talk to this poor guy over here, Magla.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Oh, how good it is to see you, stranger. Was it Sergeant Lambert who sent you? For now it matters not. You must free me. Hurry before more of them return. I must hurry back to Cuthstan camp. Seek me out there. I wish to thank you properly. Okay. Let me go turn in all these quests. Am I going the right way? No, I think I gotta go that way. Very good.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Good fortune has graced me this day. I expected never to be free of those so-called Ninkai. However, there is a thought that gnaws at me deeply. The others have told me that Lambert had not sent you to search me out, nor had any other. Did he not become alarmed when I failed to return from scouting duty? Bolder do the orcers become with each passing day, and still he considers them not a threat. Perhaps Odo is right. Nay, forget my words. It is not our concern. I'm truly grateful for being rescued. My thanks to you, Kippen.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Ah yes, these are suitable blades. Strong and well made are the weapons you have brought before me. Are you certain these came from those miserable savages? Well, no matter. You have both weakened the orcs and strengthened our camp in a single bold act. I am in your debt.
Our mission is dire.
Well done. The blow you have dealt these orcs is sure to have left them reeling. Without doubt, they will be fleeing from this region in no time.
Our success depends upon our strength.
Good are the
Aid us.
deeds that you have done for us, Kippen. The orcs responsible for the desecration of our monument must regret their action on this day. Surely that worthless lot will soon retreat back into the mountains from whence they came. Our camp will remain vigilant here until we receive new orders from Stangard, but I believe your work here is done. Before departing, please speak with the other men and assure them that their concerns about the orcs have been dealt with.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Hail, Kippen. Thank you for assisting us as you have. The weapons which the orcs carry, are they not suspicious? Many are the orcs I encountered, yet only as of late have I seen blades of such craft. Sharper and sturdier are these blades. From whence could such steel have come? I must admit that my worries have only grown stronger in this new discovery. Ithmar is bothered by the scavenged orc weaponry.
Our mission is dire.
Oh, you have found it. Aye, this is it. Thank you, Kippen. As soldiers, we are allowed very few personal comforts while on duty, making the loss of my keepsake even more difficult to endure. Having it in my possession once again has already raised my spirits.
What brings you to these lands?
So, Lambert believes the threat has passed. I do not wish to speak ill of my sergeant, but he seems to be ignorant of the potential dangers. Guards and scouts have gone missing during patrols, and not once has Lambert sent out a search party. He believes them to be deserters, or he devises other excuses in the hopes that they will eventually return on their own. Never is it considered to be the work of the orcs. Perhaps there are men still out there waiting for a rescue party that will never arrive. What if the next to be taken is me? I find it difficult to be at ease. Nothelm fleets about Lambert's dismissal of the orc threat. Frets.
Our mission is dire.
You plan on leaving so soon? It feels as if you have only just arrived. Your strength will be surely missed. But we have managed to carry on when others have left before. That reminds me, has Lambert mentioned my old friend Oda? He was a member of our company until he and Lambert had some sort of disagreement. Soon after, Oda departed on his own. We always laughed at him when he said that Lambert was underestimating the orcs, but perhaps he was right after all. Highguard seems concerned about the warnings of his friend Oda.
Will you aid the horse lords?
My men seem more tense now than ever. They are acting as nervous and as queer as that old fool Oda. You have heard of Oda, yes? He packed his gear and left us a few days ago. He mentioned going to observe the road to the south, claiming that someone needed to keep closer watch over the orcs. It's all rubbish if you ask me, but why don't you speak with him yourself? You should be able to find him to the south. The man is a stubborn ox, but I hope you will find him still in one piece. So let me head south and see about Oda.
Our mission is dire.
A pleasure to meet you, Kippen. I take it that you have already heard about me. I am truly sorry about leaving Lambert's camp, but I refuse to let these orcs carry on their plans unwatched. I observed some of your bold deeds earlier, and I think that you may be able to help me. There is much about these orcs that you do not yet know.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
I have been watching the coming and going of the orcs for some time now. They broke off from a larger group dwelling in the Misty Mountains, and they call themselves the Ninkai. The Ninkai have few chieftains which seem to give orders to the rest of the tribe. I must remain here to watch the path east to Stangard, but if you are able to deal with some of these chieftains, it should utterly disrupt the plans of the Ninkai.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
These orcs, the Ninkai, there's more of them than meets the eye. You saw their swords yourself. Tell me, were they typical orc swords? Nay, I believe that weapons and supplies are being transported here from afar, through hidden passages under the Misty Mountains. They have gathered great caches of tools and food in order to fortify themselves away from their caves. Their resources must be destroyed if we ever hope to drive them back. Take this torch and set fire to their supply store, then return to me once the deed is done. So let me head down there, kill some chieftains, blow up some stuff. Bunch of sentries. I'm not really seeing chieftains. Maybe down here in this main camp. There's one. Very good. There's another one here. And I think here as well. I got a big group. Let me come over here with this archer, that way I can AoE all of them. Very good. And now I need to blow up some stuff. Blow up some supplies. Where is all that? Where are the supplies? There we go. Perfect. Let me get out of here. I don't know why my graphics keep glitching out every few seconds. It's kind of weird.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Good. Your actions have surely sown confusion among the Ninkai. The orc warriors will be lost without the orders handed down from their chieftains.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Without their supplies, we may yet be able to drive the Ninkai back to the mountain holes from whence they came. Thank you again, Kippen.
Our success depends upon our strength.
I have discovered something most disturbing. The source of the Ninkai supplies, it may be none other than Saruman the White. I caught sight of an emissary of Isengard, an Uruk, conversing with the Ninkai. No small coincidence is it that we discovered the presence of the White Hand Urukai when a hand from the Cuthstan has gone missing. There's no doubt that he's influencing the actions of the orcs. This must come to an end now, before further plots are set against us. Search the Ninkai encampment for evidence as to the location of the Urukai. Find him and take him alive. We must bring him before Stanric for questioning. Let's go do that real quick. I don't really see any White Hand emissaries or anything like that. Maybe more back here. Scribbled note. The note reveals that the emissary may be found to the east along the river. Which way should I go? Let me go this way. Let me follow the river and do this quest. I see a banner of the White Hand up ahead. And here we are. Quite a gnarly looking guy, Dargum. Found me, have you? Well, aren't you clever? Too bad all of your effort will get you nothing. This ends now. Now you dare attack me? You are lucky if a hand is all I take from you. Alright. I submit. Go ahead, finish me. You have beaten Dargum in combat. So I need to search his camp for something with which to bind him. Maybe the wooden chest. No? Alright. Oh, rope right behind me. This coil of rope seems strong enough to safely bind the hands of the routed Dargum. The strong ropes on the ground here would work well to bind the Uruk's hand. You may constrain him and take him safely before the leaders of Stangard for them to evaluate the situation. Alright, so yeah, we'll do that, but you guessed it, we're gonna do it in the next episode. Yes, looks like my friend is already free back there, but anyways, we'll do this in the next one, so see you then.